The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will put total leather to crank us up. Bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense has the ball first today. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Gives it on the option. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And I think that was step one for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive and see what this offense does today.
The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to set up the screen. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So East Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice.
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
The Pirates just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Oh, they're after him. Fire's on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And the Pirates have this offense rolling. Wants to keep it in the air. Into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Pirates. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line.
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Soft spot in the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Demon Deacons with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Little touch pass to the receiver. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Demon Deacons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Bringing the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to... receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Pirates are in the hurry-up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He's going to take off. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Pirates have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the air, it's Hauser. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Got the quick pass. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Pirates have it with a 1st and goal. wants to go up top. Now sliding to his left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, East Carolina. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball downfield, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. A quick pass to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Demon Deacons didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Hauser. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this gonna go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Pirates will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Vick. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board for the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give on the option. Jukes his way for more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Looking down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Fires to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hernandez. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Looking down the middle with the catch. It's Montgomery. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's Hauser. Here's the pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. High the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Pirates will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here comes the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Here's the return. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got a man. It's Messer. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Wants to fire on second down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense time of that.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Forced out of the pocket. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, ECU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got it in the middle. It's Barnes.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind him. Nice job.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Skips away from pressure. Hit as he throws. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing in 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And he didn't get the big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you can tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball fell.
He's loose. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Back to throw, it's Hauser. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get 1st downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Pirates are rolling down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little extra time. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Defense might bring the house here. Gonna run it. It's Turner. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's now up to 66 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're...
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And the Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vick. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And into the end zone. Ball is loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Pocket breaking down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. A long way to go for this offense. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. A field goal is not top of the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the